Well, I'm sure many of you will remember films such as Enter the Dragon, starring the inimitable Bruce Lee. Now, at the time those films were made, the martial arts as such had a very high profile, but since then we haven't heard much about them. However, they've been growing quietly from strength to strength in Britain, and in fact we have a world champion team in a section of the martial arts you may never even have heard of. It's called kickboxing.
Right.
Jeremy, is it safe for me to come in here?
Yes.
Are you sure? They look absolutely lethal. First of all, can you tell me what exactly is kickboxing?
Well, kickboxing is a modern type of martial art combines with all different types of martial art, including kung fu, karate, taekwondo. And they're mainly on systems of scoring each time.
Yes.
And also, there are two different types, which is full contact and semi-contact. And this one is a semi-contact. Therefore, each blow that they have produced, they must be well controlled without doing any damage or injury
This
to
is
the
semi-contact.
opponent.
So what is contact kickboxing?
A full contact will be the one that's completely knocked out is allowed.
To completely knock your partner for six?
That is correct, yes.
Now, where did kickboxing originate from? Is it a very, very old art, like other martial arts?
Kickboxing is originated from America. And because in America, they're a bit fed up with the traditional way of fighting. Therefore, as quite often, the American like something new. And that's why they developed these things, the kickboxing, to enable all different styles are competing in the same level, rather than each style, because they're practicing slightly different. And therefore, it was brought out to Europe. And in the during the 1970s, the Americans are totally dominate.
That's right, they have been the leaders, haven't they?
That's right.
But Britain is very much coming into its own.
Very much so, actually. Today, in the 80s, Britain has got the strongest of all in the leading field of the kickboxing.
In the world?
Oh, in the world, yes.
And you are the coach of this particular team?
That is correct,
And they are world champions?
They are world champion, and the two of them are in weight category. The one is the Clive Parkinson is in there, is the middleweight world champion, and the one behind there is Kevin, who is the light heavyweight
And how
champion.
do you go about finding them? I mean, they're all obviously very, very good. Do you go around all the martial arts centres in Great Britain looking for talent?
Well, yes and no. We don't actually go to look for them, because all of them, they're actually trained under me as a student, right from the very beginning. And through all the talent of the student at training, by the time that they are reach a certain standard, then we give them a special training, what we call squad training, all year through, to bring them up to the
Can I
level.
release Neville for a minute?
Yes.
Because he's your team leader, isn't he? I'd like to have a word with him. Hey. Hello,
Hi.
Neville. You're actually the team leader, and you've recently won your world championship in Hungary.
That's right, yeah.
What was that like? Tell me a little about it.
Well, it was a fantastic achievement because everyone in the team put a lot of work in, a lot of training, and obviously we came back as world champions. So it was a very good all-round team event.
How long have you been kickboxing for yourself?
Well, I've been training in the martial arts now, especially our style, Lau Gar Kung Fu, since 1972, which is a long time. And I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it.
Really? Did you start with kickboxing, or did you do other forms of martial arts first?
I did a little bit of karate once, but I didn't enjoy it. And then I started doing Lau Gar Kung Fu. And then I got into kickboxing because our style is a traditional Lau Gar style, but kickboxing was originated in America. So obviously you got to go with the sign of the time.
That's right.
And it's pretty good because it's very exciting, it's fast, and if you blink, you miss a lot of things.
That's right. I was going to say the speed of it is amazing. Can I possibly stop them fighting for a minute
Sure.
so we can have a look at some of your gear that you're wearing?
Well, what I've got here, we call them the super tags. They're there to cushion all the blows. So if you hit your opponent too hard, the foaming is there to protect them.
Yes.
At the same time, to protect your knuckles as well. Now, also, we're wearing our feet super foot. okay, which is basically to protect your opponent as
Can
well.
can I stop them fighting for just a second so we can see the feet?
Okay, so the foot pads,
Yeah.
okay, they cover the instep. So when you make contact towards your opponent, like in his head, his body, whatever, it's the technique's a cushion, so you don't knock him out, because we are doing semi-contact. Because in semi-contact, you got to have technique, but you got to have a lot of control.
It's all about agility.
That's right. And
Can I change you over now and talk to
Sure.
talk to Kevin? He's taken his teeth out.
That's right. I wear this mouth guard to protect my teeth.
That's it, just the same as for boxers.
That's right.
How long have you been kickboxing for?
Well, I started at an early age. I started 12 years ago. My father got me involved. Thought it would be very good if I started doing martial arts as a self-defense form when I got older. That's when the love affair began. Since then...
Sorry about this, you're a bit breathless, aren't you?
That's right. It's quite a high-paced
Yes.
action sport, so you've got to be in great condition.
I was going to say, how long do you go in actual bouts of fighting? How long is each bout?
Each bout is 2 or 3 minutes. International matches, 3 minutes, maybe 2 or 3-minute rounds.
That's a lot of energy. Isn't
That
it?
is, considering using a lot of explosive action, pretty much like a sprinter in any 100 meters sprint.
And
Explosive
how much
power.
do you have to practice each week to remain a champion?
I practice very, very hard. A lot of hard work. I practice every day of the week.
Yes.
Do a lot of road work, do a lot of bag work, a lot of skipping. Everything any other athlete does and more to maintain my standard.
You make me feel incredibly unagile, but I can kick quite high, but
I'm
not as
sure you
high as
can.
Can I change you now with Jeremy and just bring Jeremy back one more
Sure you
time?
can. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Jeremy, you were just going to tell me about something within kickboxing which allows them to be so agile, something called the form.
That is correct. The form is to give them the training for the stamina, the power, the balance, agility, and so on.
Can we bring someone in? We got some.
Yes,
Can we bring
I can have
Mark in?
Mark to come here, okay? So, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can we just move you aside a second to have Mark in just to start us on a form?
Yes.
Because I just wanted to say that women actually can do this as well, can't
Yes,
they? Can do
actually,
kickboxing.
we have quite a few women doing it, and they also have a couple of them. We went the first time they have a world champion for the ladies, and this year is only in heavyweight and lighter weight, which is over 60 kilo and under 60 kilo.
Because, I mean, what he's doing now is actually quite sort of dance-orientated, isn't it? Just teaching control.
That's right, that's right. There's a lot of
That's
muscle, the
lovely.
power,
Well, thank you
and the mental.
all very much for coming in indeed. I hope
Thank
it
you.
heightens the profile of kickboxing and gets a lot more people interested. I think it looks fascinating.
Thank you.
And now, Paul,